like you can have a Wi-Fi in your car. It's something that car companies should actually offer already.
No, but of course I do want to pass that question also over here to JV as well, because we're talking about being a dad. We're talking about being a tech editor as well. Do you add to, because it's a lot that you have actually on the go as well, right?
Yeah, so I have this embarrassing confession. No? I'm a really weird connectivity nerd at home. So when I have a guest come in the house and they say, hey, may Wi-Fi ka? So I'm like, yes. What do you want? Wi-Fi 5, 6, or 7? Because I have them all. So I have 2 fixed connections, and then of course you can need the Wi-Fi 6. So I get to experience many different kinds of connectivity, right? Now, I was actually writing a piece about the problems with wired connectivity, and that I live in suburbia in the south, and apparently if there are many trees, I think 10 to 15 years ago, meron parang someone released a lot of squirrels from way back. And because wala siyang natural predators, hindi siya endemic sa Pilipinas, they're now multiplying. In fact, if you go to Alabang, may exterminate talaga because you can't get rid of the squirrel population, right? And what's happening is, a lot of people experiencing loss of signal for fixed wired connection is because of the squirrel. Kinakagat yung arcs na. And dami talaga, right? So parang it makes me wonder, no matter how great my connectivity is, isang kagat lang, wala na. And this has been confirmed by the linemen, by the telcos, and by the residents, na it's really something. Now in this case, one thing I want to talk about, the actual product, when I opened it and I thought it was going to be a plug and play, parang router lang, you have to turn it around. When I turned it around, I found 4 RJ45 ports. So parang, wow, the possibilities of this. I can connect this anywhere. Kunyari, if your house is 2 floors, you put it sa 2nd floor, or sa balcony or somewhere, no? Para at least malakas yung signal. And then you connect a mesh network inside. So you're using a mesh network anywhere. So you can take that network anywhere you go, which I did, no? Because at home, I'm powering around 1,200 square meters. So it's me and my mom who had to get rid of her internet kasi she doesn't want to deal with the technician anymore. So this makes it so much easier for me to manage my mom. Right? So, here, mom, here.
Sorry, I have to add to that. Because so many people laughed when you said manage my mom.
My mom. That's my 50% of my job, no? Managing my mom. Kaya yung mga sinusunod sa Star, for my mother, how can she fix her internet, ganyan connection. So that's really an interesting game changer that I've never seen before. The fact that it's wireless, I can connect it anywhere, and I have that option of attaching or indirectly for my desktop kung nag-games ako. Diba? So it's very, very flexible. Plus it's Wi-Fi 6. So galing.
This is a very good point as well, because I do want to touch upon something about, like, let's say your mother that you mentioned, of course. So a lot of us, like, we live, whether you live with family members, you live with people as well. One of the reasons why this.
So I recently came from Korea and invited me to Korea to showcase the technology. Nila ako sa JB. Clear now that 5G and AI, yun talaga yung future natin. So if you will not adapt now, you will be left behind. So I was telling my friends na pag hindi ka papalitan ng AI. Hindi ka papalitan ng AI. Pero papalitan ka ng taong gumagamit ng AI. Hindi ka naman papalitan ng 5G. Pero pag di ka gumamit ng 5G, ng true 5G, may iwan. So ito yung future natin. Kaya we need to adapt, we need to change, we need to accept the changes and adapt to it.
No, this because to your point, I mean, you mentioned this one line just a couple of seconds ago, which I'd like to reiterate, because there was a CEO, I keep forgetting which company, he said that you don't have to worry about AI actually. You have to worry about not knowing how to use AI, because you will lose your job to somebody who knows how to use AI or knows how to use, internet properly. And speaking of somebody who knows how to use it very well, clear over here, of course, because I just don't want to put that together. You have your own business, you have the live selling, and you're also a student. So I'm sure you can add to our discussion right now as well.
No, while I was listening to the discussion
Right.
earlier, ang nasa isip ko lang talaga is, ang dali lang pala niyang gamitin. Because as a girl who's not very well versed in the cables, fiber, I don't even know these terms. And now that I'm living alone as well in college, I need something that is very reliable, easy to operate, and I'm so glad that dito Home WOWFI can provide that for us. I mean, struggle ko talaga yung malulose ka ng connection, tapos madidisrupt yung work mo, school mo. May mga physical damage pa. Minsan, hindi ko na alam kung paano siya i-troubleshoot on my own. So with dito Home WOWFI, I can just plug and play, which is super nice. Plug and play, study, plug and work.
Honestly, I'm so happy you get to experience this now because for us who experience na pag may tumawag, putol yung connection mo or you're in the middle of play.
And the speed is great. It's like 20 times of 4G. If you're happy with 4G, this is 20 times this red cap, this one. So and then full 5G is really over, more so. No? We also have the portfolio pa na. We have a full 5G lineup, but this red cap's the star of the day because it's actually our way to democratize 5G. So really very excited with this, especially with the younger generation, gusto ng mga Pilipino, and finally the putting up all those 5G core towers, it's paying off, and that's a highway. It's an open highway for everybody to enjoy.
If you don't have competition, if you don't have needs to feed that, of course, and get that approval for the market as well. But I know here it's sort of an informal survey, if I remember. Or
If you look at like what bit of network about 22, technology has evolved. We're really living in the future now. I turned on my Google Home app and I just realized it's connected to my home network. Saan ang galing to? Like, so please.
Party line.
I heard that. Okay.
Yan, kinuwento sa atin.
But all kidding aside, of course, here I do want to pass it back to Sir Jasper as well because I want to give you more. I mean, I know this is the next gen discussion, the conference here, our media conference, but I do want you to give more emphasis to our audience as well about Dito WOWFI, of course, and how it's the first and I think the very first year because we talked about it earlier. It's other infrastructure is used it, but for personal use, it's the first, right?
Yes, for home applications. Yes, it has been Red Cap has been used in manufacturing, in the industrial sector, but this time around, it's the first time again in the world. We double checked this fact to make sure we can make that claim, and it is. It's the first time this is being introduced in a home context, no? And we can really leverage this technology. At the same time, of course, I think coupled with our true 5G network, the SA I was talking about earlier, plus the pricing and that open highway. I mean, it's an open book for everybody to start, writing your digital stories on. Sayang, ang ganda ng opportunity talaga. And we're really very excited on behalf of all the Dito team members who are here, who have worked so hard behind the scene. We're bringing this to you, to the Filipino. It makes us it warms our heart to get people appreciate, and all the gurus here appreciate the technology as well. It really, warms our heart.
No, but you're touching on something that a lot of people look into, which is the potential of 5G. And I'm sure, Abe, you can touch on that as well because of Red Cap and 5G. We're looking into the full potential right now, right?
Because I remember that Dito managed to find its way to tap into the Red Cap technology.
Right, the big thing there, if I may, is our true 5G network. Because if you're NSA, you cannot.
Oh, that's right.
And since we are the only SA technology, in the Philippines, that's why we can actually leverage this. And we can take the game to a whole new space, which, nobody can just enter. No other player can just enter.
No, but I do want to add to the fact that somebody's benefiting. I mean, aside from all of us here, there's the person beside me is benefiting so much from it right now. It seems like non-stop nodding your head. I mean, I'm sure there's some insights that you can talk about with this, right?
I'm actually just super excited to use this. I'm personally gonna use this myself. I'm also so excited to actually gift this even to my team members who are doing live selling from their homes because super beneficial talaga yung home Wi-Fi for anyone, especially for Gen Z, for students, because you can just work from anywhere and have fast, steady, stable internet connection.
No, because somebody, of course, who's a user over here from the younger generation, the Gen Z, of course, is the fact that you can speak volumes to this technology. It means it's effective.
Yes,
It's
and aside
reliable.
from that, it's also budget friendly. I'd love to emphasize that.
When I heard the 790, right? I was like, what?
Wow, WOWFI talaga siya.
I was thinking, wow, Abe has something to add to this.
Kasi hindi kanina tinanong mo sa akin, parang what are the potential? Ultimately, let's do away with the IoT. Not everybody is very familiar.